What if the prison wasn't built with bars, but with thoughts?
The safest prison in the world is the one where the prisoner locks the cell himself and smiles while doing it. Every day, he closes the door, keeps the key in his pocket, and sits down comfortably. That prisoner is you. Every time you accept someone else's thought as absolute truth.
But how exactly did they turn your own mind into a prison? And more important, how can you break free?
Stay with us until the end, because once you see the hidden weapon the system uses against your awakening, you'll never look at your own thoughts the same way again.
And if you feel this message needs to be heard, share this episode with someone you know is ready to step beyond the bars. Because sometimes, freedom begins with a single reminder. Centuries ago, control meant chains, guards, and walls. Today, control means perception.
Foucault warned us, one day, there would be no need for guards, because the prisoner would watch himself.
Society traded iron bars for invisible ones. We replaced the policeman with the algorithm, smiling, invisible, and always awake.
You don't need a chip in your head. The programming already lives in your routines, your feeds, your habits. You think you're choosing, but your choices were chosen for you.
And science confirms it. In quantum mechanics, observation changes reality. Control the observer, and you don't just control perception, you control reality itself.
No chains on your wrists, only codes in your vision. What you look at, what you believe, what you fear, becomes the script of your life.
But here's the twist. What if the real prison was never imposed, but desired?
Wait until you see what the soul prison truly is.
No guards, no walls, only fears, recycled into bars.
The soul prison isn't built with bricks. It's built from emotions you never questioned.
Fear of being wrong, so you stop asking. Fear of not being liked, so you silence your voice. Fear of awakening, so you laugh at what you should investigate.
Every time you surrender to doubt without examining it, another invisible bar clicks into place.
You're walking through a hall of mirrors, but every reflection shows the same thing. You, afraid to look deeper.
It's like a mental reality show where the host is your inner critic, and he never cuts to commercial break.
But here's the real question. If the prison is built from your gaze, what happens when someone learns to program the observer? The final weapon isn't violence. It isn't silence. It's distraction.
The awakened mind is dangerous, so the system keeps it numb, with endless content, with beliefs packaged for quick consumption, even with fast food spirituality sold as instant enlightenment.
You felt it. The algorithm doesn't give you freedom. It gives you just enough noise to keep you busy, to keep you scrolling, to keep you asleep.
Modern censorship isn't about erasing your voice. It's about burying it under so much sound that you can't hear yourself think.
And the ultimate trick? Selling awakening like a product. 3 easy steps, lo-fi soundtrack, and a smile to give you just enough noise to keep you busy, to keep you scrolling, to keep you asleep.
If the observer shapes reality, then who shapes the observer? It's like the Matrix, but this one comes with premium subscriptions, weekly newsletters, and filters to make sure you look happy inside the cage. But what if the bars were never real? Stay with us, because in a moment, you'll see how they dissolve the instant your gaze turns conscious.
Everything solid can melt, even fear.
Some prisoners never escaped because they fell in love with the cell.
It's easier to call the prison reality than to risk walking into the unknown.
But here's the truth. The same mind that built the prison can also create the key.
Train your attention, and the bars start to fade. Question the patterns, and the walls begin to crack. Redirect your intention, and suddenly the spotlight of your consciousness moves.
A man once woke up inside his cell and saw that the iron bars were only shadows cast by his own mind. He walked through the wall, and no one stopped him.
Now that you've seen the shadow, what will you do with the light you carry? Every soul carries a secret key, and it's hidden in the very place you fear to look. Not outside, not in a book, not from a teacher or a screen, but inside you, in the shadow you've been avoiding.
Pause for a moment. Close your eyes. Take a breath, not with your lungs, but with your awareness. And ask yourself honestly, what fear has kept you locked in the longest?
Write it below, not as confession, but as liberation. Because when you name a fear, it begins to dissolve. And when you share it, it transforms into a bridge, one that someone else might walk across.
We are all walking through our own invisible prisons. And sometimes, freedom begins with the simple act of saying, I'm not alone.
So if someone you know is staring through the bars of their own mind, send this episode to them, not to wake them up, but to remind them that they were never truly asleep.